A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel. And in this channeling session, I would be talking about a divine masculine who has got a very social personality, and he could be in an authoritative position in the public domain, and he could be having a sort of a harem, and he may not be married to someone, but he could be having one head of the harem, or one woman who's the closest to him, and then he would have some other women around him and things like that. So he would keep a harem of women. Now I know it sounds kinda kinky, but that's not how it is actually for him, because he is on the path of awakening, and maybe he is trying to experiment. He's living a lifestyle where he is surrounded by a lot of women, and he has also given commitment to someone who's like the head of all of those ladies. But he may not be having the same intimacy with everyone. He could be closer to someone, he could be having a friend, he could be having some people always dropping off, like when you are a personality like that, who has some influence, or you could be a bureaucrat, or you could be anywhere in the government, you could be in the media, you could be anyone, someone like that. And when I do readings, I've also been contacted, because I have to keep them anonymous, but I have done readings for people who are sort of known somewhere or the other. So this is a divine masculine who has a harem. In that harem, he has many women, okay? And now, in front of him is the divine feminine. Imagine a person who has all of these women who are constantly surrounding him, giving him all the attention, giving him all the, even affection, or pumping up his morale, or, always looking pretty, always dressed up and all that. And he's used to all of that attention. He could be a family man, but most probably such people are not married, or they are separated, or something is, they are, from that level of commitment, they are free from, in the world. Now, when he meets the divine feminine, who is his ultimate lover, according to him, that's how it would turn out to be, he is suddenly so interested in her. And since so long he's living this type of a lifestyle, meeting many people. It's not just women he's surrounded with. There are many men he's talking to. He's going for parties, he's going for meetings, or he's just traveling. He's doing a lot of work. His businesses are doing well. That type of a person. So he is also meeting a lot of people in that. He's socially interacting with a lot of people. And imagine in that huge level of interaction, meeting someone who is probably trying to maintain a low profile. But all of these things are really not in our hands, Many of these things are predestined. And when you resonate with this channeling, you will feel that you too have a life like that, where on the other side, what you see is someone who's kept on a pedestal, who is like this very important personality in your own story as well. Wherever this person is placed, he is displaying that type of an energy. So it can heal a template, and it can also heal many people, this type of a dynamic, if it gets healed. So he meets the divine feminine, who is completely not imagining to like or have affection for a person who has a harem, or who has, a queen of the harem, and then he has all of these people, who he works with, interacts with, he's making money from, and, to maintain a lifestyle like that. So, and these days, a little bit of younger people are entering in these avenues. Earlier, only elderly people or old people, or, people who have some kind of a designation would only be, doing some work in the society. Nowadays, anyone can do anything. So he is also connecting with society. He is also connecting with other people. He is having some kind of an influence on people. where he can make decisions for a certain, group of people, or he can be like a mentor figure also. So that type of a person. And then there is a divine feminine who is, from where I see it, who is like this person who is completely not in awe of this type of a lifestyle, because this turns out to be a very materialistic lifestyle, and hers is a completely spiritualistic lifestyle where she just lives in her, wants to live in her 5-dimensional world. She doesn't want to do, any sort of separation or divisions. And that happens even in love. Like if she has someone in her life, or if she was in a false twin relationship, or she just probably just realized that now I just want to focus on myself, and that is the time the divine masculine attracts her or manifests her in his life, because deep within all of this crowd, he is also looking for some peace, for some stagnancy, in the way that it's not really like, stagnating his being, because he has to act and behave in a certain way. So he is looking for a more stable ground, where he can stop. He can stop and relax for a while. So he has to maintain like, his energy all the time. So it's not easy. And then there is this divine feminine who's completely relaxed from all these worldly things, and she is only looking for that in him. If not yet, they have met or something like that, but he has recognized her, if not as a twin flame, because in his dictionary maybe this word is not known, or he doesn't, he has never heard about it. He could have heard the word soulmate, but he doesn't believe in that concept, because he also has met many women. So when you meet so many women, it's not just you're meeting 1, 2, 3, you're meeting so many women, and you're friends with so many are attending your parties, you're like a socialite figure, and the socialites are around you. So all of these things, it requires energy, and she does not want this, she does not care about it, and she doesn't, in her world, it doesn't even exist. And in between that, he has recognized her, and he is having conversations with her, he's talking to her, and they are talking like they're just talking to each other. They're not thinking in their heads that it would turn into something, it's a relationship, or it's liking, infatuation, love, or whatever. But they feel that connect with each other, that comfort level, that familiarity with each other, and based on that, they communicate with each other, they talk to each other, and people also take notice of it. That's what he feels. But he has already spotted her, like, she should be closer to me, she should be around me, and he is taking more interest than, because the arrangement he has with women is like, as long as we are happy, we'll be together. Once you find someone or once I find someone, we are not going to stop each other. He had always maintained that as well, despite being, publicly committed or something. Now these people, now he wants to commit to her. He doesn't know yet that he wants commitment, or what does he want from her, but he wants her to be close to him. And for that, he's thinking that she needs to be a part of my harem. He doesn't use the word harem as well. He would say the word circle. She should be a part of my circle, of my close circle. He calls all these people around him close circle. So she should be hanging around with me. I should be like, meeting her more often. We should be doing some kind of, activity. So he's thinking, he's got, all of his attention is suddenly focused on her, and he's not felt that type of pull from anyone. He may have felt a pull, a little deeper pull, but not as deep as this. This is the deepest pull he's felt. And he is willing to he's not yet even thinking about sacrifice. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the next step. He's also not thinking about leaving what he has, basically. He thinks that this is his life, and if someone has to enter his circle, then that person has to come to me. I will not leave any of this behind me. Or he doesn't even know if he needs it or he does not need it, because it's not reached to that level. It's the first stage, the recognition, the awakening. So he has awakened first. in this case, the masculine has awakened first because he can see the qualities. And she has not yet noticed him like a partner or a suitable person, or even, someone you can have a infatuation for or something. It may be sounding, very, like, how's that possible? How can the divine feminine not feel anything? It's because she is still, she's in that process because she has been practicing to be an observer more, So as an observer, it's her mind that has got trained very well. She has a very clean mind. There are not any, such thoughts or sankharas, as we say. She has released many of her past sankharas. And from that person, now she will be attracting a divine masculine, It has to happen because that is the next process. Now, once she attracts that divine masculine, then she would be in that stage of thinking that, do I have a choice? Like, should I go to his harem? Because she's not yet, obviously, once he starts giving her more attention and shows more affection, he will do something special for her. It will be very obvious, from that perspective. So, she hasn't gone to that stage. But that stage could happen because he has got his attention focused on her. And as of now, he's not pretending it to her or showing it to her anything. He's just trying to be nice to her. So now, this is going to be a very interesting kind of mirroring, where two people from completely opposite worlds are going to be in a situation like this, where they could reach to that type of an arrangement where there are other people around too, other suitable, it's like they're available. All those women, they're available. Maybe they have something going on in secrecy, privacy, who knows. Or, they're just like, there is that strange air of secrecy also here. It's not a great energy to be in, to be honest. It's not judging the divine masculine. I'm not judging the divine masculine or that type of a lifestyle, because as I said, such people, in very rich elite societies, you have these type of people who are known, who could be like popular or something like that. And such people also keep changing. It's not like, people stay. There are many who keep coming in limelight for some reason or the other. They could have a social following. So there is a lot that needs to be maintained, So it's not like you're judging the divine masculine. That's the life he chose and that's the life she chose. But they have done enough work. Now he's obviously done enough work, because if he would be fooling around with all of these women, or if he would be, involved with every single one of them, then he would not have any energy left to do what he's doing. So he's very smart that way. And that's why I said the DM has awakened in this before, in certain places. So he's not exchanging energy with every single person out there. But yes, they hover around, they're around, their presence is there. So the progression is going to be very, very interesting. But this is what this whole channeling is all about. And I wanted to give the title, keep the title short. But the title is Divine Masculine Wants Divine Feminine to be the Queen of His Harem. So this is the channeling, and there would be other parts to it, but I won't be sharing it right now because I don't think it's the right time, and the information should not overload. So it would be done later on, but I would be doing a series on this now. So because this is something that I'm following very closely, this energy. So on that note, I'm going to end this channeling here. One love and peace out.